I joined a gym. It was a rec center. Okay, I want to do the video. Haven't done it in a while about self-care, and you grew up in a dysfunctional family. Maybe you don't know much about that. But anyway, I joined another one, another rec center. Hopefully this one's better. I joined this one yesterday. I just joined it for a month to try it out and see if it's any better. But there's one other I'm joined, but I think if I pay for the year here, like I did for the other one, then it goes together. So they prorate it. And then I can go to any of them, from what I understand. But anyway, it's part of self-care, you know. I'm going to talk about that when I get back in my car. What I was told, while I'm here, I might as well show. I was told they're going to tear this down. They just did a bunch of renovations to this. I don't know when they finished it. It took like a year or so. They said they're going to tear all this down and build a new one. It won't be ready this next summer, but the summer after that. It looks nice to me. I wonder what happened. But anyway, there's a huge swimming pool area in there. So just giving you a little bit of a picture. They got basketball courts. They got a track and everything in there. Okay, I can stop whispering now. Let me fix this. Okay. Yeah, I was in there for about an hour. I'm guessing I need to start checking the time that I go in there and when I leave. Yesterday I was in there about 45 minutes, but I didn't do much yesterday. I was just checking it out. I've been there before they did all the renovations, so I had somewhat of a clue, and they really didn't change all that much to it. Well, in some ways. They had this huge pool. I mean, I would say it's a few pools put together, you know, almost the size of a basketball court. And they have a basketball court. Yesterday I saw they were playing some game that kind of looked like tennis, kind of looked like racquetball, was using different kinds of paddles, but a volleyball court or something like that, but not even a tennis court, how they had the net. I would say more closer to a tennis court. Anyway, I don't know what it was. And one of the reasons I joined, besides the obvious, to get exercise, is I wanted to be around more people my age. I'm seldom ever around anybody my age, and I haven't been for years. So, and it gets so tiresome. I mean, it's just not being around people my age. But anyway, so and that is, to me, all of this is about self-care. I should have said that starting off. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter if I say that or not. But yeah, I wasn't really taught that, self-care. But anyway, before I forget, I wanted to be around people my age. Wound up being just like the other. The other one is for people who are 50 years old and older. And it was people in their 70s and older. Over here, I wanted to join because it's for all ages. And I go in there, so I went in there during the day, yesterday and today, and it's people in their 70s and older. Mainly, oh boy, I don't know. So I'm not really being around people my age. Okay, now let me get this together about the self-care. I grew up in a family, I don't know, I think it was a total dysfunctional environment. Not just the family, I can't even say just dysfunctional family. And after that, I married when I was 18, so moved away and kept moving for many years. But we weren't taught things like the health care. I mean, even from the society. We had PE classes, of course, in, every grade, physical ed. And, but, you know, that was kind of like, that's what you do when you're in school. You have to. You know, the government says you have to, kind of thing. But we were never taught that's something that you keep doing, you know, and we never saw people, adults, anybody, friends, family, whomever, never saw them doing any workout. I don't recall there being many gyms, if any at all, for adults. Yeah, but I learned everything. Me and my siblings, I had 4 siblings, so all around the same age, and we did a lot. Like, we learned how to play tennis, we knew how to play football, softball, all the balls, you know, we just did. But it wasn't something that you were really taught that should continue on, you know, doctor permitting, as an adult. And We weren't even taught that you continue seeing on a regular basis a doctor. But like I said, once at some point in your life, it gets on you. Okay, you can't blame them. In a way you can, but you can't. As soon as you realize it's something that you weren't taught, you need to start changing it. And I don't know what this is about trying to work out and stuff. I do the things I've been doing for years, walking, but what was it? Not even a year ago, I ran across a rattlesnake, so yeah, that kind of changed my whole attitude about that. And but like I said, I've been to this rec center and stuff like that. I've been to several of them, a few of them, but I just never got it to where it was a regular thing in my whole life since I was a child in school. Of course, I took classes in PE, physical ed in college and university, but I kind of cheated on I guess. I took 4 semesters of bowling. I didn't know. I don't think I knew how to bowl before then, and I really haven't been since then. Not much. Maybe I think I went through a little bit of time with other people. I was in a group of people. We went bowling, but not on a team, just a bunch of people going out, and that's one of the things we like to do. That was years ago. But anyway, I'm rambling. Okay, but I guess this is just kind of hitting me lately. No reason, just, I decided I'm going to try to join one. I think I started trying to find a good one before. It was last year too, even. More recently, last couple months maybe, and trying to find a good one. And good one for me, like I said. But I went in there yesterday. I just did one thing, and I had that at home. It's like you sit. I had it described to me at another one as the Stairmaster, but you're sitting down. Yeah. I don't know, but I liked it, and we just got one recently for home, and I already had an exercise bike at home. It was an old one, but it just doesn't seem the same as joining a gym. And like I said, I want to be around people. I do want to be around people, more people, not be so isolated. But anyway, today I went in there. I was going to just add one more thing. Well, I added 3 new things. So I'm no one, plus the one that I was doing, the little sit-down Stairmaster thing. I don't want to fall off. I'm a tall woman and clumsy. I fall. Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I busted my knees a couple years ago exercising. Both of them really bad. But anyway, I'm rambling. But today, the first thing I did was to go play basketball. I'm tall, like I said. And I loved playing basketball. Grew up with a basketball court in our backyard. And so I like to play basketball. But I haven't, I think I have, last place I ever did was here. And it was probably sometime in the last 20 years. So some point I did. But just, shooting hoops, really. But I went in there this time, and the strangest thing to me happened. When I would look up at the hoop, I'd get dizzy. Never had that happen. Not dizzy. It was kind of like that feeling that I used to have when I was a kid. I think it's part of what people pronounce these days as agoraphobia, in a way that would happen to me. And it's like the world is too big. And for me, as a child, I couldn't look up at the sky. There was a feeling that I associated later on in life when I did suffer from agoraphobia. When I was 28 and 33, I associated it with that. That was the same kind of feeling. The world is too big. And they used to just call it fear of the marketplace, but to me, it's a fear of really huge places. That's what mine was. It's in part. But anyway, I try to get over it, and I didn't even look at the basket, and that was the one time that I made it. I'm not looking. I used to be really good at it, to tell you the truth. I have to brag on myself on that one. But yeah. Anyway, but this whole thing about self-care, really, I'm really getting more into it, more and more. And it's just not physical. I do need the exercise. When I came out here yesterday, went home, later on I felt so energetic. And I already feel energetic, but I had a little bit of like a pinch in my back, but all I did was that sit down Stairmaster. I don't know what happened. And then just one time, and then later on, I think this morning, but I know today I'm going to feel it. Yeah, because I did that basketball just a little bit, and I could feel it in my legs. My legs are the biggest problem after I busted both my knees. And also then I went back to the one in there that's like that. I did that one. The first one I did, what was it, where you pull, like you're trying to be an angel and fly, but you're doing it in front of you. You can love the way I describe things. But your wings are in front of you. That thing. And I don't know the names of them. And then I went to that sit-down Stairmaster thing. They actually have a Stairmaster that has stairs. Okay, like, anyway, like you see them all, or an airport. But then I went to one that's just using the upper body. It's like, I think it was, what it was saying on it looked like climbing mountains. I don't know, just using your hands climbing mountains. There was nothing to do with the legs. Yeah, so anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but I just want to start talking about this a little bit. If I keep this up, I'm going to try to keep this up, going there every day, because I want to see so much, and I want to exercise and see what it does to my body. Yeah, make me feel healthier. Maybe one day I can look up and shoot hoops. It was really weird to me. I got so dizzy at that whole feeling, like I said, that I had associated with agoraphobia. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Just a little, like an intro.